Here's a live look at ships in the area. We've zoomed in on this marine traffic website to show all of the ships in that part of the Black Sea. TRT World's correspondent Francis Collings joins me now from the town of Kilios along the Black Sea coast. Hi, Francis. Tell us exactly what happened. How did these boats collide?
Well, I don't know if it's clear from this position here, but the visibility is very bad indeed behind us. We can see perhaps 200, 300 meters. You'd think with modern-day maritime shipping that wouldn't necessarily be an issue, but it has been cited as a factor with the collision of these boats, these ships that happened about 4 hours ago. As you say, it's about 40 kilometers to the northwest of where I'm staying, heading in that direction. The boats are, as you mentioned, the Russian reconnaissance boat, which was built in 1970. It was built in Poland, the Liman. That was built at the height of the Cold War. But it's collided with a Togo-flagged ship that was heading, as you say, from Aqaba, from Romania, from the Midia port in Romania, down through the Bosphorus Straits to Aqaba in Jordan. That was going to take about 6 or 7 days. It was 19 hours into its journey when the news came through that this collision had taken place. Initially, there were reports that they were struggling to get men and crew off the Russian ship, the Liman, but we understand with details from the Russian Defense Ministry that all 75 crew members have left that ship, but the ship itself went down about an hour, 90 minutes ago, as far as we can understand. So it was holed very badly below the waterline. The initial reports were that they were struggling to keep this ship afloat, as I say, 40 kilometers to the northwest behind me, but that was in vain. All the crew members are off, but the ship, the Liman, the Russian ship, has actually gone down.
Francis, remind us why Russian research vessels and warships are allowed to pass freely through Turkish waters, even while Russia and Turkey are fighting on opposite sides of the conflict in Syria.
Well, we can go back to many treaties signed a long time ago, notably after the First World War, certainly in the 1930s, the Treaty of Montreux. But as you and I know, it's an incredibly busy maritime thoroughfare, the Bosphorus Strait. Some 80,000 ships go up and down it each year. There is free passage, of course. This is all signed, sealed and delivered in the treaties from many decades ago. So the ships come and go freely. And bear in mind, of course, that excuse me, just behind me, just across the Black Sea in that direction, is the Black Sea port of Sebastopol, which has been the main Black Sea port dating back many decades. So the Bosphorus Strait itself is the mouth into the Mediterranean for many Russian merchant vessels, of course many of the countries around the Black Sea as well, and as well as that commercial vessels, hence this one, this Togo-registered ship going from Romania down through the Bosphorus Strait into the Mediterranean. It was then going to go to Port Said in Egypt, down through Suez and to Aqaba in Jordan with its livestock, primarily cargo.
Okay. Francis Collings joining us there from Kilios in Istanbul. Thanks so much for that. Well, Cem Devrimyaylala is a ship enthusiast who runs the Bosphorus Naval News blog. He joins me now via Skype from here in Istanbul. Thanks so much for joining us, Cem. What do you know about this Russian naval vessel and what it was doing just off Istanbul's coast there?
Well, this ship was last seen passing through Istanbul Strait in 26th of January. Before that, she was based in Eastern Mediterranean, probably off the coast of Syria. And she was relieved by her sister ship Tilden in late January, early February. We didn't expect her to go south again, so she was off the coast of Turkey on duty, which means she was gathering some information by means of intelligence gathering, I suppose.
How common are these Russian vessels then in these waters?
Well, Russian intelligence gathering ships do not cross the Turkish Straits very often. They pass regularly release the other, and the other one goes to north. So at least 4 to 6 months intervals, they replace guards.
Okay, Jem, unfortunately, we're having a lot of audio trouble, and it's very difficult to hear you. So, well, thank you so much for your time and some of your insight there.